There are a lot of travel vlogs out there. I love watching them myself, but also I understand that almost everything has already been filmed and shown. So today I want to do something different. I want to make a very useful travel vlog where I explain how to travel to Italy, to the Dolomites in a smart and budget-friendly way. I want to show you everything: where to go, how much things cost, what is worth paying for, and where you can save money. I'll tell you why you should choose Italy and why Italy is, in my opinion, the best country in Europe for skiing. So if you are planning a ski trip, if you are a beginner, or if you are traveling with a child who is just learning, like my son, this video is for you. And if you are new to my channel, hi, my name is Ivy, I live in Germany and I'm a photographer, and for the last 9 years skiing has been my hobby. I learned to ski on my own, and I try to travel a couple of times a year to different places in Europe. And for me, Italy is the absolute best option. Not only because of the price to quality ratio, but also because of the snow conditions, which are great almost any time of the season, the food, which is delicious, affordable and available both in restaurants and directly on the slopes, and of course the wine. Every trip, every journey starts with the road. We traveled by car from Frankfurt am Main, Germany. The distance is almost 700 kilometers. We were driving our BMW 320i xDrive. The drive took us around 8 to 9 hours and we spent about 100 euros on gas. The road itself is not difficult. Half of the route goes through German autobahns. Later, once you enter Italy, there is a toll road which cost us around 5 euros, which is very cheap. The roads are in good condition. The most challenging part comes at the very end, when you are already tired. It's about 1 hour of mountain serpentine roads. If you are a beginner driver, be careful. Italian drivers are very fast. They flash their headlights, overtake aggressively, and buses sometimes go into the opposite lane. It can feel uncomfortable, but you get used to it. Remember my advice: if it feels difficult or scary, but you still need to get there, turn on your hazard lights. Cars will not pressure you as much, and drivers usually keep their distance because people are cautious around cars with hazard lights on. And of course, whenever you can, pull over slightly and let faster cars pass. So we arrive and check into the hotel. I booked the hotel directly through Google. This is much cheaper than using platforms like Booking, Travel.com or similar websites. I needed 2 separate rooms because we were traveling with my husband and our son. And my son needed his own room because he is 14 years old. So let me give you a quick room tour. This is a small room. That's me. I'm tired as hell, but I'm okay. So that's the bathroom. It's kind of spacious. Okay, what do we have here? That's the living room with a small kitchen. Yeah, so tiny, but oh, it has a microwave. Good. Actually, that's the bed. Actually, it's kind of good. And this balcony. Oh, I think I like it. I also needed a small kitchen. Another important point: the hotel did not have to be directly next to the ski lift, but it had to be close enough to reach it quickly by car. In our case, our hotel, Apart Hotel Majestic, was just 4 minutes by car from the ski lift and had free parking. The hotel is very simple, but cozy, warm and quiet. The total price was 1,262 euros for 5 nights, which is very affordable for early January. We stayed there starting from January 4th. And my main tip here: do not rely only on booking.com. Open Google Maps, look for hotels in the area you want, and book directly through the hotel's website. You can save a lot of money this way. I've been to the Dolomites many times before. This time I choose Predazzo as our main town. One of the reasons was that there are many blue slopes there, which was important because my child is still learning. He needed easy slopes. There are many ski slopes in this area and I will talk about them in more detail. After a night at the hotel, we head to the slopes. The first thing you need on the mountain is, of course, a ski pass. The ski pass costs 72 euros for an adult and 50 euros for a child. Sometimes they ask for a child's ID to confirm the age. Sometimes they don't, so it's better to have it with you, just in case. Then the lift takes us up. I have my own skis. This year my husband finally gifted me beautiful atomic skis and boots, and I am extremely happy with them. The skis are almost my height. I am 168 centimeters tall and my skis are 167. I ski fast, I have experience and I need longer ski, so I feel stable at speed. My son chose snowboarding. After trying both skis and snowboard, he decided that snowboarding was more fun for him. And we rented his snowboard, because buying one for a growing 14-year-old makes no sense. Snowboard rental costs 25 euros per day, but if you rent it for several days, it's cheaper. We rented it for 4 days and the total cost was 80 euros, including the snowboard and boots. All our clothing and helmets were our own. The first thing I did was book a private instructor for my son. The instructor cost 130 euros for 2 hours. It was a personal lesson where the instructor taught him on the beginner slope how to switch edges properly and then took him down the blue slope several times. After those 2 hours, I had a child I could ski with on the main slopes. So if you are traveling with a beginner or if you are a beginner yourself, I highly recommend booking an instructor. You have to book the instructor at the bottom of the lift, then go up and your instructor will be waiting for you at the top. After a couple of hours on slopes, you will definitely get hungry. And of course, you will not want to bring any food with you, because you are in Italy, a country where the food is not only the most delicious, but also very affordable, including directly on the slopes. Let me explain how it works there. There are restaurants with panoramic views, and those are probably best if you come without skis. Sit down, relax, and enjoy time with your loved ones. But in our case, it was just me and my son. My husband doesn't ski. So for us, it was very important to save time, eat quickly, eat well, eat something hot, and not to spend too much money. And most slope restaurants in Italy are exactly like this. You go up to the counter, choose your food from the large menu displayed on the wall, and that's it. There is a huge selection of hot soups, pasta, pizza, meat dishes, vegetarian options, coffee, tea, fresh pastries, baked goods, basically everything you could want. Your food is ready in about 1 minute. And the next self-service station, you take a tray, carry your food to a table and eat. So getting hot, fresh food takes literally 2 minutes. There are usually quite a lot of people, and sometimes there may not be enough space inside, but honestly, sitting outside is absolutely fine. There are many outdoor tables and the food is so hot that it keeps you warm. You don't feel cold at all. The average price for a hot meal is between 8 and 14 euros per portion. One portion is more than enough. The portions are very large. And of course, you must try Italian coffee. A cappuccino on the slopes costs around 3 euros and it's absolutely magical. In my opinion, it's the best coffee in the world. So what do we have here? We are on the slopes. Yeah, we are on the slopes right now, and this is goulash soup. It's 13 euros. And what do you have?
Spaghetti bolognese.
Spaghetti bolognese, and the price was like 13 euros.
13 euros, yes.
Yeah, okay. It's hot. After skiing closer to 4 p.m. the lifts start to close. And this is when another very important part of European ski culture begins. Apres ski. Apres ski is when after skiing you stop by a local bar. Usually it's right on the mountain or near the slopes. You have something warm or something alcoholic, like a shot, a glass of wine, or if you don't drink alcohol, a cappuccino or hot tea. I usually chose white wine. For the two of us, a cappuccino and a glass of white wine cost around €8 total. You can pay by card everywhere on the slopes and the internet connection is very good. After we return to the hotel, we are hungry again and start thinking about dinner. And here I have to say something important. This was the first time I experienced this in Italy. You really need to book restaurants in advance. On our first evening, almost everything was fully booked. We barely managed to find a place, so we decided to book just one restaurant for all the remaining 4 days. We chose a restaurant close to the hotel. It had a huge menu, very friendly staff, and we decided to try everything. And we did not regret it at all. There were honestly 4 of the best dinners of our lives. The restaurant had everything: a large selection of appetizers, many pasta dishes, 3 or 4 full pages of pizza options, excellent local wine, hot tea, desserts and drinks. How did we usually eat? We either ordered one large appetizer to share, like different meats, fresh cheese, bread, and then a hot main dish for each of us. Or we ordered pasta for everyone, and then as a second course, we took 2 pizzas to share between the 3 of us. Yes, these dinners were very high in calories, but trust me, after a full day of skiing, you burn so much energy that you really need a hot, filling dinner. And we also usually had 1 or 2 glasses of wine. I'm talking about me and my husband, of course. On average, dinner for 3 people cost us around €80, including a big variety of food and 1 or 2 glasses of wine. Wine in Italian restaurants is very affordable. As for breakfast, the hotel offered breakfast for an extra fee. It cost €10 per person. We tried it once and never went back. There were too many people and the selection was very limited. Breakfast was served until 9:30 a.m. and we arrived at 8:45 and most of the food was already gone. And there was only 1 coffee machine and a long line. And honestly, we didn't enjoy it. So we decided to prepare breakfast ourselves, since we had a kitchen in our room. After such heavy dinners, we didn't feel like having breakfast anyway. We bought yogurt, keep it in the fridge. Sometimes we made sandwiches, heated them up, made tea or coffee and headed to the slopes. So breakfast is something you can easily skip or manage on your own if you have a kitchen in your hotel room. And now about the snow. Yes, in early January there is usually not a lot of natural snow, but in Italy there is an excellent artificial snow system, and honestly the snow quality is very good. You can't really tell the difference between artificial and natural snow here. The slopes are in perfect condition, there is no ice and they are very well maintained. So don't worry about the lack of snow. Yes, the views might not look as dramatic and snowy on photos, but we are not here for photos, we are here to ski and enjoy ourselves. And that's guaranteed. The artificial snow system covers the entire Dolomite Superski area, which includes 1,200 kilometers of slopes. I go there every year to different towns and slowly try to ski as much of those 1,200 kilometers as possible. To sum everything up, I can say that we spent around €3,000 for this trip, for all of us. There were 3 of us. 1 person didn't ski, my son and I both skied. This amount includes everything: snowboard, rental, food where we did not limit ourselves at all, a great hotel and a road trip by car. In my opinion, this is very affordable. The entire trip lasted 6 days, including 2 days of driving and 4 full days of skiing. Now, another very important topic: what to bring back from Italy. What should you buy as souvenirs? Let me say this right away: magnets are pointless. If you go to Italy, bring food. So what exactly should you bring? I'll show you what I brought back. So first of all, olive oil, real, natural and tasty olive oil. I also highly recommend buying interesting flavored oils. This time we bought truffle oil for ourselves and as gifts for friends. Italy also has amazing cheese, so we brought a couple of packs. And of course we bought wine, a lot of wine, both white and red. Always buy local wine. Look at the region you are in and choose wines from that area. We also brought back a few bottles of limoncello, a strong, sweet, traditional Italian liqueur. I highly recommend it. And now a very important tip about shopping for gifts. Don't go to supermarkets. There you will find very standard products of average quality. Nothing special. Instead, look for small local shops. The kind that look a bit hidden, sometimes almost like basements. Shops that specialize in just one thing. If you want wine, go to a wine cellar. If you want olive oil, find a small shop that sells only olive oil. Often the seller will not speak English at all, but with hand gestures, smiles and little patience, you will definitely find something special. No worries. And now I want to say a few words about Italy itself, the service. It's absolutely incredible. Italian people are very warm, friendly and genuinely happy to see you. And if you learn just a few words in Italian, it makes the experience even better. I am already planning my next trip to Italy later this year at the end of March, because I honestly feel I did not ski enough. I'll go back to the Dolomites again, but to a different town. At this point, I can't imagine going skiing anywhere else. Yes, I could go to Austria, which is much closer for me. But when I looked at hotel prices in Austria, this year I felt very uncomfortable. So once again, Italy is my choice. I really hope this video was useful for you. I'll leave all the links to the hotel, restaurants and location in the description of this video to make planning easier for you. And if you have any questions about ski trips in Europe, please write them in the comments. And I would also love to know, what do you ski on? Skis, snowboard, or maybe you have never tried yet and are only dreaming about it? Just let me know in comments. And remember, we were all beginners once. I remember my first year very clearly. I was falling every few meters. And now I can't imagine my life without skiing. I am very happy that my son joined me. Now we can explore countries together in winter. And overall, skiing is such a great reason to finally love winter. This video is coming to an end. I'll see you very soon. And let's make our lives brighter, especially with hobbies that energize us, inspire us, and help us love life more and more. See you in the next one!